I must say my father, that was my father. And in 2009, he was shot 20 times by the FBI, and then they called him a terrorist. And never, it was the same kind of, I put a little bit in it about the story. And never terrorists, they came and apologized, but he was gone. So I was really trying to just really build something just to try to end this whole fear where people be afraid of Muslims. And alhamdulillah, this was before Donald Trump, which he was saying, Donald Trump! This was before Donald Trump to just, you know, build a film. It was really difficult, but just to tell y'all where we're going with Hollywood. Yes, I'm excited because I believe that all of you guys can see that, alhamdulillah, we can make our own films and we can keep it halal. And did anybody see any haram in the film? No. Did you see us mocking Islam in the film? No. Oh, alhamdulillah. So I'm excited because people were thinking from the trailer that, oh, we're mocking Islam and making fun of Muslims, and we're not. We just put some real situations in there to show how people act, and then alhamdulillah, we gave a good reminder to try to correct it. And those were our intentions, alhamdulillah. So I want to start it open with the questions. We won't keep people too long, but I'm sorry I don't have a mic all the way over there, but we can hear because of the echo. So first question, I have to do maybe about 20 more screenings to get out of debt from making this movie. So what happened was, I started with $90,000, as I was explaining. I was like, I want to make this movie so that I can show the people. I have a lot of what you guys don't know. Oh my God. Listen. The Adam Sheikh was supposed to have thobes on in the whole movie, the whole time. That's the end of that. The guy that was that they got from the morgue, he was supposed to have a beard. I was 20 pages, I wasn't able to shoot. So what we had to do was so much that's missing from the original script that I wrote, alhamdulillah. But I'm so grateful that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed us to be able to put, because we ran out of money. And then I had to go into post-production. And so the film, you know, our intentions was for it to be so much bigger, so much better. But alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed us with what we have. So I want to tell everybody, this was just a start. This was a start, and alhamdulillah, the next film is 10 times bigger, 10 times better. And we plan to shoot, inshallah, by the end of 2016. We plan to have faithful neighbors for everybody. We have a kids movie, alhamdulillah. We also have a halal romantic comedy. I know, because listen, how many husbands and wives is here, families, right? Listen to this, you have a halal love story, right? Now, how many children you have? 2 children. Why can't we tell this story and then keep it halal, right? So the goal is, people want to know about Muslims. They think we're not regular people. And we have to make film to be able to show them we're regular people, alhamdulillah. And we want to tell all these beautiful halal romantic love stories and alhamdulillah, and kids movies. And then we got an action-packed film, kind of like Jason Bourne. Yeah, alhamdulillah. So the goal, man, alhamdulillah, our intention is to build a production company that produces halal film. And we want to open up the opportunity for Muslim writers, for Muslim actors, for Muslim directors. And so that now you can come into an area where you know everybody is focused on keeping their trust with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, keeping their manners, respecting the genders, and keep it halal. And this will be halal will be that environment. And then we can make film and we can write. And alhamdulillah, that's the goal. Because let me tell you guys, none of those people was in a movie before, except for me and Eric Roberts. Baba Ali, that was his first film. Joshua Salam, first film. Adam Saleh, Yaz the Spaz, Noor Taguri. That's their first film. They had never been in a movie, but they did pretty good, right? Next question. Where? Oh, salam alaikum. Will we open up ideas for movies? Yes, alhamdulillah, we did. Honestly, very good question. We want to inspire more Muslim writers because we can't think of everything. I can't think of everything. right? And I know that Hollywood can only be bigger when you take from everyone else, and people, young other Muslim writers, it was like, here's our story, we want to tell it, we want to tell it. And that's one of our biggest goals. Alhamdulillah, we want to establish ourselves with 5 films, and then alhamdulillah, we believe that with that kind of experience, we will be able to do your writing, your script, your story justice, and we will be able to make your story nice on the film. So we want to start with 5, and then we're going to reach out for Muslim writers so that they can submit their scripts, and inshallah we will have the funds also to be able to produce it, and then we can just start a nice production company to tell Muslim stories that everyone can enjoy. Up in the top?
Will you write a convert story?
Yes, we actually, we have some serious convert stories, man. SubhanAllah, even Ali is a convert, and he has some amazing convert stories. My mother was a convert. She became Muslim when I was 5 years old. So we honestly do have we have ideas of, man, SubhanAllah, like convert stories that we've been having as notes. Serious. But then Ali, he has some funny convert stories. So we plan to like make it where we see about what's on our, about six or 7 different converts, and that whole story is going, and everybody will see their different experiences. So yes, we do have that on the roster. Another question?
Here, back here.
Yes?
What?
How's it like working with Baba Ali?
Oh, Baba Ali is amazing, man. He's really fun. He was really nervous. He gave me a hard time because he kept saying, Omar, I've never been in a movie, man. I never did this before. So I was like, Ali, it's okay. So Ali came up with his own accent. And then he went, yes. I told him, I said, listen, you read the script, but I want you to make it your own. And so then he was like, this is what I think this guy is like. And he made his voice like this guy. Yes. And it just became fun. And we just kept filming, kept shooting. So which one? Oh my God, the officer. So, let me tell you, now that guy, Eric Roberts, that's Julia Roberts' brother. Like, this guy is in Dark Knight. He's in tons of movies. If you didn't know who he was, just go Google Eric Roberts. Let me tell you, he read the script and he said that he would do this movie because the studios would never make it. And he believes that this story needs to be told because he didn't know that Muslims was going through these things here. He had no idea. And he gave us a discount. Alhamdulillah. The problem was, I only could keep him for 4 days because of the budget. So I couldn't even, I was supposed to film him being arrested. And I was supposed to film him in the jail, and they were supposed to have more conversation, but I could not get those shots. So I had to deal with what I had, and I had to end it. Even I was supposed to go into it with the chief, but the only thing that I can do now with what we have is, I made a part 2 to the American story. We will continue the dynamics of the story because I was like, oh, I want to finish. I want to tell them all. But alhamdulillah, I'm grateful I had to submit to. Yes. Oh, my father, alhamdulillah. My father is Imam Luqman Abdullah. He was serving the community. Like, we grew up. Listen, I was telling some other people. Like, my father was a convert. But we grew up, I was 5 years old, and then we was learning Islam. Like, we took everything literal. Like, oh, marry the young. So I got married, I was 17, married 2, 3, or 4. So I had 2 wives at 19. Like, listen, we took Islam, everything we read, we took it literal, and it was all about who programmed, who was teaching us Islam. So I went through what a lot of the young people are going through. Everything is haram. There's no fun, haram, and you couldn't be who you really wanted to be. And what I was really grateful for having a father that continued to study Islam and study the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So when he come back and say, we were older, he said, listen man, I made a lot of mistakes. And he was really correcting a lot of things that he had taught us and telling us how we had to love each other, care about people. And he started serving the community. And when he started serving the community, I mean, like, subhanAllah, the pastors and the Christian priests, they used to come and they talked to him. And all of these people around our neighborhood was Christians and they loved him. So when he was targeted, he did I'll tell you this, he was doing a prison outreach. And so people didn't have nowhere to go when they come out of prison. So when he came from prison, they come from prison and he would tell them, listen guys, you know what I mean, fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because these guys were used to being criminals. So he would tell them, fear Allah. You scared of the police, but then you would rob from your brother. And it was like, what's not my brother? He said, no, everybody around you is your brother. Human beings is your brother, right? And he said, oh. And he would tell them, don't be scared of the police, be scared of the law. So what the police did, they took that as a soundbite, and then they said, oh, this guy he's radical. And look, he's preaching law. They used that to say that he was, preaching them like, don't be scared of the police. And so then they targeted him, right? And then they had this informant guy come and then, hey, Imam. Okay. Good. Everybody's good on the questions, yeah? No. Listen, look, I was so grateful for this name, Halaliwood. It was not my idea, right? But it was a gift from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to me, yes. Let me tell you what happened. Because I was in Hollywood, right? And I was tired. I saw this movie, Zero Dark 30. Everything was happening. And I was like, man, we can make our own movies, because I left doing comedy on stage, because I was doing comedy. And then I started just doing halal comedy for Muslims. And Allah blessed me to travel all around the world. And honestly, I'm on my second passport, just doing halal comedy. And I was like, this is amazing, right? This is, alhamdulillah, I'm so grateful. And I said, I went to this event, and they said, we call this event, you're here, we call this event Hollywood. And you come from Hollywood. And I was like, that's my story. I left Hollywood. I'm going to Hollywood. And I asked them, I said, can I use it? Can I have it? It was like, yeah. And I don't know if they actually thought, like I asked all of the board and everything. It was like, yes, you can use it, brother. It's good, it's good. I don't know if they knew I was going to turn it up and blow it out of the water, but alhamdulillah, I'm grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I took Hollywood and now we plan to make it bigger than DreamWorks, man. Alhamdulillah. Or just a spin. That's the plan. Alhamdulillah. One last question. Yes. The shirt, alhamdulillah. Now, I'm sorry.
Do you sell a DVD for your...
Not yet. Because I'm still like $113,000 in debt, right? So if I start selling it now, then somebody will be bootlegging it and it'll be everywhere. So right now I'm doing screenings. Alhamdulillah, we plan to do 15 more screenings in the States. Then we are in Hong Kong, Germany, and South Africa, and Switzerland, I believe. And then alhamdulillah, we'll be completely out of debt by then. And then inshallah, we will definitely go into, we got a kickstart, we got a crowdfund for our next film, which is Faithful Neighbors. We're gonna make the trailer, we're gonna do like this one. And the goal is not, after the second film, inshallah, not to have to crowdfund anymore. We just wanted the film to be able to make the money for the next film, and then inshallah, we will build like that. And later 2016, inshallah, we will have American Sharia on DVD. That's what our plan is. And then also, inshallah, by next month, we will have our Hollywood store where Hollywood shirts. And Nuha she was getting on me because you didn't bring the shirts. People wanted to buy the shirts. And I didn't bring the luggage. Haram. So, alhamdulillah. All right. One last one. Man, because Sabria and Nuha and their team, MSO, They, like, subhanAllah, they've done amazing, man. They caught so much trouble. I know that they wanted to have me in 5 or 6 different cities. But alhamdulillah, they said, let us start with one right now. So inshallah, yes, on this stop, this is the only spot in Canada. Oh, but maybe since Sabria and Noha, they see, man, this is actually good. And then alhamdulillah, maybe some more people can spread the word and we can do more screenings in other areas in Canada, inshallah. And then we can continue to promote it because I'm willing to come back. We just got to keep building. We do appreciate all of this love and the support, alhamdulillah. And then keep on, give them a hand because the MSO, they pull it off, man. Have another film coming, inshallah, starting, inshallah. I want to say shukran, thank y'all. Y'all take pictures, please hashtag Halaliwood. And I humbly ask you guys, if you're not following me on Instagram, Twitter, or Snapchat, Facebook, please do. It's at Omar Regan. And the reason why is because I want to show these distributors like Lionsgate and Netflix that we have an audience. That they're watching me and they're saying how many people is on his Twitter, how many people is following. I want to say, look, these are Muslims, man, who want to see film that represents them. So please follow me, just take a second, at Omar Regan, O-M-A-R-R-E-G-A-N, and follow me, inshallah, so I can be able to prove that we have numbers all around the world, inshallah. Shukran. Thank y'all for coming. Inshallah, I'll see y'all in the lobby. We'll clear the theater, and then I'll be able to say salams to a lot of people in the lobby, inshallah, so they can be cleared, inshallah. And then if you guys can pick up any of your trash or anything, inshallah, please make it easy for the next people coming in. We appreciate it, inshallah. Shukran.